universities in Virginia that was a HBCU. Um, and so we have made great strides, and the campus has grown so much and continues to grow as we speak. We're actually having many buildings built currently. So there will be a lot of more additions to it, residence halls and things of that nature. Let me see if it's allowing me to go forward. I may need you to do it, Mariel. Thank you so much. So what is an HBCU? If you want to go to the next slide, HBCUs are historically Black colleges and universities that were created to award African Americans college degrees and advance their education in an inclusive environment. During segregation, HBCUs provided one of the only routes to college degrees for African American students. Historically, these institutions have enrolled primarily African American students. However, today, many non-African American students attend HBCUs as well. And we have a nice mixture here on our campus in Virginia. You can go to the next slide. So our academic colleges, we have the College of Agriculture, the Reginald F. Lewis College of Business. He was the first Black billionaire, so we love that. To mention that entrepreneurial spirit. We have the College of Education, the College of Engineering and Technology, the College of Humanities and Social Sciences, and the College of Natural and Health Sciences. So we try to go ahead and cover all areas with our academic colleges to make sure that we're meeting the needs of our students. If you want to go ahead and go to the next slide. Our most recent stats, we have 5,200 students that attend Virginia State University. Our average class size is 20, and it's a 13-to-1 student to faculty ratio. That's a really good thing that we like to spotlight because your instructors will definitely know if you are in campus or not. Being that we have such small class sizes, we call it a family. They will know if you're missing for sure. So I always mention that to parents because I would want to know that about my daughter at school. If you can go to the next slide. We have 17 NCAA Division II sports. We have over 90 clubs and organizations, and we do have 130 study abroad programs, as well as we do study away, which we consider that domestically as well. So we have those options. Many times students will suggest that they want to go and attend a university or an established institution in another area, whether domestically or not. And if we can work out an agreement for them, they're usually able to go in there and learn for a semester or for a portion of the semester. If you can go to the next slide. The average GPA is 3.2. The scores for SAT 950 and ACT 18. Our requirements, there is a online application. The application fee is free. There is no charge for that. We encourage you to submit your transcripts. You can upload I'm so sorry, I lost my train of thought real quick. You can upload a transcript right onto the application. And then if you, once you finish out the semester or the year, you can send your final transcript from there. You can also upload, if you have electronic capabilities, to upload your test scores, which SAT and ACT provide most of the time. You can upload those right there. This will allow for you to get a swift decision in regards to your enrollment. So we have scholarships that the admissions office provides. We have our Provost Scholarship, which is 6,500, and it's a renewable scholarship. It's a 3.0 GPA plus a 1080 SAT or a 21 ACT, or a 3.5 GPA, and then one of the following, either the top 25% of your class, two AP, IB, DE classes with a minimum of a B, or your valedictorian or salutatorian. Presidential scholarship is up to 10,000 and again renewable, and that's 3.2 GPA with 1170 SAT or 24 ACT. And then if you don't have that, you can do 3.75 GPA or one of the following that I just mentioned previously. I see a hand up. Are we taking questions later?
Yeah, we can go ahead and go through and then we'll put our questions in the chat for you, okay?
Sure, no worries. Our founder, we also have additional scholarship sources. Our founder scholarship, that's usually assigned to transfer students. We have our VSU departmental scholarships, like our STEM scholarship, the agricultural scholarship. Those scholarships have really been booming as of late. We have our endowed foundation scholarships, our teach grant, our athletic scholarships, our Army ROTC scholarships, which include the USDA 1890 Scholarship, the Thurgood Marshall Scholarship Fund, and UNCF scholarships, internship, and fellowships. And then if you go a little deeper into that, we also have national and chapter alumni association scholarships, and we have over 59 alumni scholarships, and each of them have many scholarships within their organizations. And then there's local chapter fraternities and sororities, as we have all Divine Nine, and then civic organizations such as Jack and Jill, Rotary, local churches and houses of worship, as well as scholarships that you can obtain through FastWeb. In state, our tuition is 9,154. Out of state, 20,909. So we do have what we call a VCAN. If you're within 45-mile radius of the institution, you will qualify for the VCAN grant, which usually helps to cover majority of your in-state tuition. So that's another opportunity that we have. So our free online application, as I mentioned before, is at www.vsu.edu/apply. The May 1st admissions deadline, and then automatic scholarship consideration. If you have any questions, feel free to contact the Office of Admissions. The direct number 804-524-5901, or you can contact admissions@vsu.edu. And we tend to respond within 24 hours at the latest. And I think that's the end.
Fantastic. Thank
Thank
you
you so
so
much.
much. There was one question that popped up when we were inside of your presentation, and that was, do you have to have test scores before applying? So if you'd like to answer that while we get Albany queued up, we'll do that.
Sure. We are a test optional institution, so no, you do not have to have test scores. However, it could assist you in obtaining additional scholarships or qualifying in another way for additional scholarships. So if you know you have the GPA, but you are not taking AP, DE, or IB courses, I would encourage you to take ACT or SAT, including the writing, because that just extends your opportunity to get more scholarships.
Okay, and one more question. How many female dorms do you have? You're welcome to put that in the chat while we queue up Albany State.
Okay, I'll go ahead and do that. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much. Okay. All right, we are ready for Albany State. So I'm going to go ahead and pass the ball over to Miss Ayana Caesar.
Thank you. I may have to pull up my own PowerPoint like earlier.
Oh, no problem. You can share your screen and do it that way. And we do see your screen. Perfect.
Okay. All right. Well, good afternoon or good evening. My name is Ayana. I work in the Office of Admissions here at Albany State as an admissions recruiter. My territory is the Atlanta area. I do recruit in the Atlanta area as well as the Florida area and the South Carolina area as well. All right. So Albany State offers multiple pathways to success, which allows students from diverse educational backgrounds an opportunity to.
Miss Caesar, I don't want to interrupt you, but we're seeing the non-slideshow version. So we're seeing the version with the slides on the left. So you might have it open in two screens. Yep. So like we just saw, yep.
So what do you see now?
The same. So it's probably opening in a different screen. But that is okay. So what I would do is if you go back to share, or I can certainly advance them for you, but if you go to share, I would select the screen that it's presenting onto, if that works. You might want to actually put it in slideshow mode first so you see where it's presenting to.
Well, can you just...
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. I am on it.
Thank you. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. And we're going to skip past the video if that's okay. Okay, that works. Thank you. So like I mentioned earlier, Albany State offers multiple pathways to success, which allows students from diverse educational backgrounds an opportunity for a college education and success. So a little bit about myself. I graduated in 2017 and my GPA, the volume is very low. Okay. Oh gosh, so many problems.
Oh, if that is actually not on your end, don't worry, I'll help them. Don't worry about it.
Okay. All right, so a little bit about myself. I graduated in 2017 from high school, and my GPA was a 2.8, and my SAT score was a 900, which is not good at all. So I didn't make our requirements at Albany State's requirements for their SAT, and my GPA was in that 2.0 range. So what Albany State did is they allowed me to be in a 2-year associate's program, and then after my 2 years of maintaining a 3.0 or higher within my college career, they actually transitioned me into a 4-year degree, and I was still able to achieve my bachelor's degree on time. The only thing I had to do was take a support math class because I suck at math, but they still allowed me the opportunity to still continue my my college career, although I didn't do that well in high school. So, yes. So some facts and stats about Albany State. We do offer about 60 plus program options. We were founded in 1903. Our founder is Dr. Joseph Hawley, and our mascot is the Golden Rams, and our colors are royal blue and old gold. We do have satellite campuses. We have one in Cordele, Georgia, which is about an hour from us, Cairo, Georgia, and Waycross, Georgia. So we do have students that are actually on a video call like this, where they're actually in class with us, learning with us as well. Our classroom or our student to faculty ratio is 17 to 1 student, so it's very small and intimate. Your professor gets to know who you are on a first name basis, I guess you can say, as well as you get to know who they are as well. So it's a really good learning environment. Some alumni that are notable. A lot of people may not know these people, but I do see the mom from Family Matters that I used to watch growing up. We also have Alice Coachman. She was the first African-American female to win an Olympic gold medal, as well as Coach Dan Land. He actually was in the NFL. I don't know which team, but he did play in the NFL. And then after that, he did come back and start coaching and teaching here at Albany State. I did have one of my classes with him as well as one of my classes with his son as well. So, yes. So why Albany State? We're ranked one of the top ranked HBCUs in the nation. We have one of the 10th largest. We have the 10th largest HBCU in the nation as well. And then we also have 2 campuses. So in 2016, we consolidated with a 2-year college called Darton State College. So that meant that we had the East Campus, the main campus, and then our West Campus was considered the smaller campus that we consolidated with in 2016. They are 10 minutes apart from each other. Because of this reason, we do have transportation. There is a bus that goes between campus to campus every day, all day long. But students can also bring their car on campus their freshman year as well. So some signature programs that Albany State is known for. Nursing major is very popular on campus. Nursing major is very popular on campus. We are out of 61 schools in the state of Georgia with a nursing program. We are the top 5th program. Criminal justice is very popular as well. So a lot of criminal justice internships opportunities here in the city of Albany, but also are surrounding Albany as well as the Atlanta area. Forensic science, we are the only school in the state of Georgia with a national accredited forensic science program. Dental hygiene is actually a dentist lab on campus where our students clean teeth for free to the students and and as well as the citizens in the city of Albany. Supply chain and logistics is one of our fastest growing majors with great starting salaries, as well as domestic medical sonography. So our majors by college, we do have the College of Business, Education, and Professional Studies, Darton College of Health Professions, and College of Arts and Sciences. So we did keep our health professions, nursing majors, dental hygiene majors, sonography majors. They're still listed under our Darton College of Health Professions. Campus life. So we do have a lot of academic advising, success coaching, career services, dining halls on each campus. So the students have an option to go and eat on the East Campus, which is the main campus, or on the West Campus as well, which is our smaller campus. We also have Chick-fil-A, Pizza Hut. There is also a Starbucks on campus. And then we have this thing called the Ram Hideaway. They sell really, really good wings as well as Starbucks drinks as well. And we have 11 dorms total. Out of 11 dorms, there are 9 on the East Campus, the main campus, and there are 2 on the smaller campus, the West Campus. Out of 11 dorms, there are 5 freshman dorms. Student life, we do have a lot of academic clubs. We do have the Greek life as well. We do have all D9 organizations on campus. SOB, which is the Student Activities Advisory Board, SGA, and NCAA athletic programs as well. So like I mentioned, we do have 5 freshman dorms on campus. These are the freshman dorms broken down into cost and how they're separated as well. Hall 5 is the most popular freshman dorm on campus. It is a co-ed dorm, so females are on one side and males are on the other side. For the most part, most of these rooms are set up where 2 people are in the room together, and then those 2 people will share a bathroom with each other. That's on our East Campus, the main campus. Village South is on our West Campus. It is a single dorm, so most students have their own bedroom and bathroom to themselves. As you can see, it is priced a little higher because of that reason, but it is, of course, to yourself, bedroom and your bathroom. You may have to share a common area with someone, meaning a refrigerator or a couch or something like that, but other than that, you have your own bedroom and bathroom to yourself, as well as East, North, and South halls. These are our older dorms on campus. We like to call them the Hill. They're up a little small hill, so we do refer to them as the Hill. East and South are female dorms, and North is a all males dorm. So some of the dorms in these some of the rooms in these dorms are separated in 2, maybe 3 people in each room, and then those 4 or 6 people will share a bathroom with each other. They do all come equipped with laundry rooms as well as study rooms as well. So these are a few pictures of our Hall 5 bedroom. Like I mentioned, 2 people per room, 2 people per bathroom. You're separated by your closet space. So that white door is a closet, as well as there is another one on the other side. You do have cubby space above, as well as your dresser and drawer space below. And then you also have a study desk study desk on the opposite side as well. This is another picture of someone's side of their Hall 5 bedroom. This is another angle of Hall 5. Like I mentioned, it is a very popular dorm on campus for our freshman students. And then this is the vanity area. So you get your own sink area, but like I mentioned, you will be sharing a bathroom with someone else. This is the bathroom. There's no tub. It is a shower as well as a toilet area. And then this is Village South Common area. So this is the one where you are a single bedroom and single bathroom to yourself. Like I mentioned, that refrigerator and couch area may be shared with someone else. It's another angle, your own closet space, bathroom space as well. And this is East, North, and South. They all look the same. Now, of course, you can see 2 beds in this room. Some of them are equipped with a bunk bed and then a single bed. Like I mentioned, there may be 4 or 6 people sharing a bathroom with each other. So this is the bathroom and the vanity area. If you're in a room with someone else or 2 other people, you will be sharing that vanity area with each other. And then athletics. So we are a Division II school. Like I mentioned, we are part of the NCAA, well, Division II, and then we are part of the SEAC SIAC conference as well. For male sports, we do have basketball, baseball, football, track and field. For women, we have basketball, cross country, track and field, soccer, softball, volleyball, and tennis. Our honors program. So our honors program requirements are 3.5, a 3.5 with a SAT score of 1,000 or a ACT score of 22 will get you admitted into our honors program. If you come with no test scores, you will need a 3.8 GPA to be required to be admitted. into their honors program, as well as our transfer students have to complete 15 hours and earn at least a 3.5 GPA. We also have research opportunities, as well as a 3,000 stipend opportunity that is eligible for our honor students, as well as internship opportunities, not in the state of Georgia, out of the state of Georgia, as well as in the state of Georgia as well. So our admissions requirements. So we are a test optional school. Test scores are not required to be admitted at all. If a student comes in with a 2.0, well, our minimum GPA is a 2.0. If a student comes in with a 2.0, between a 2.0 and a 2.9, they will be admitted without test scores into that 2-year program that I was admitted into, that I mentioned earlier. Like I mentioned, they can still transition into a 4-year degree after their 2 years of maintaining a 3.0, or they can graduate with their associate's degree and then come back and get their bachelor's degree. If they come in with a 3.0 or higher without any test scores, they will automatically go into a 4-year degree. All of our health science majors will automatically be admitted into a 2-year program. You all don't have a choice between a 2-year and a 4-year. You have to complete your 2 years of core classes, your prerequisite classes, before you can actually test and apply to be in our health science programs. In our admissions process, you can apply by going to our website, www.asurams.edu, or through the georgiafutures.org app or website. The application fee is $25, but for the month of November, we are waiving the application fee. So our application is currently free for the month of November, and we can also be found on the Black Common app. If you are going on the Black Common app, we do not have any fee waiver codes for that app. You will have to pay the $20, and we will only receive your application if we are placed in your top 4 choices. If we're not placed in your top 4 choices, just let us know and we could pull your application that way as well. Although we are test optional, you all can still submit your test scores. They do make a difference. You could possibly be placed in a 4-year program if you are a 2.0 student with our test score requirements. And then, as well as, you can have your counselor email us your transcript, or you can have your transcript sent to us through parchment.com. And then the cost. We are one of the most inexpensive universities to attend in the state of Georgia. If you're in that 2-year program that I was in, you will be paying about $8,000 per semester, $16,000 a year. If you're in a bachelor's program, you will be paying about $9,000 per semester, $18,000 per year for in-state tuition. And then for out-of-state students, set $15,000 per semester for the bachelor's program, and $12,000 per semester for the access program, that 2-year program that I mentioned. Scholarships. So our scholarships go through are awarded through our ASU Foundation, which is based in our institutional advancement department. We do have need-based scholarships that is on a financial need. If our financial aid department deems that you need a scholarship based on your financial need, then you more so will get that scholarship than the other ones that we have. And we also have merit-based scholarships that are available as well. Then we have campus tours. Our Hawley ambassadors, our students, do campus tours throughout the semester, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. or 2 p.m. Those are the 2 options. And then during the summertime, we do have the option for 10 a.m. Tours as well. Border state waivers. So we do provide in-state tuition to our out-of-state, our border states. So Florida, Alabama, Tennessee, South Carolina, and North Carolina students can get in-state tuition with us, which is amazing. Yes, like I mentioned, we are one of the most inexpensive universities to attend in the state of Georgia. So this is a really good spot for you all as well. So yes. You guys can contact us by calling our number, our direct line, 229-500-4358, or emailing us admissions@asurams with an s.edu. We try to respond back to emails within 24 to 48 hours, as well as you all can start applying now. Our deadline is June 1st for our fall 2024 students.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ms. Caesar. I love that border state reciprocity. That's amazing. And I definitely had some flashbacks looking at all those dorm pictures. So that's definitely one of the best things about it. So if you have any questions for Ms. Caesar, please put them in the chat. And then we are going to turn it over to our FAMU representative.
All right, greetings everyone. My name is Chloe Guinness. I am a proud alum of Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University. I also work in the admissions office as an enrollment specialist. So what my job is basically to help you get to college. Me, in my opinion, help you get to FAMU, right? So FAMU, we are a great school. We are located in Tallahassee, Florida. So let's get into the presentation. All right, so I know for the most part, everyone likes stats. Everyone likes to look into the stats of the schools that they're applying to. So for FAMU, we are ranked the #1 public HBCU in the nation for the 5th consecutive year. Out of all HBCUs, public and private, this year we just went up in the rankings. We went from #7 to #3. So it's Spelman, I believe, Howard, and then it's FAMU. So there's nothing but a great choice to go to a top ranked HBCU in your state. I actually graduated from an OCPS school. I went to Ocoee High School. So anybody from Ocoee High School, shout out to you. Yes. Out of all colleges and universities overall, we ranked number 91. So we did get into the top 100 this year, which is really exciting. Within social mobility, we ranked 21. So with social mobility, that means once you earn a degree from FAMU, you're in a totally different space, economically, financially, professionally, socially, all of that, right? So within our Florida State University system, everyone knows that the Florida State universities are the most competitive universities to get into. And we rank 6 out of 12. People come from all over the world to come to a Florida university, right? So I feel like it's really good being 6 out of 12 because we are the only HBCU on that list. So that is a great accomplishment for us. Out of the Florida engineering schools, overall, we ranked #2 for the best engineering school in the state of Florida. It is in partnership with Florida State University. Us and Florida State, we both share a campus about 5 minutes from us, 10 minutes from Florida State University, and the engineering students go to that campus. I'll talk a little bit more about that in a little bit. We rank top 100 for the best undergraduate teaching in the state of Florida. Our professors care about you. One thing I'll leave you guys with is that no matter where you go, when you have an interaction with your professors, make sure they know your name. Make sure you're sitting in the front of the classroom because you never know how they will look out for you in what way, right? All right, I'll skip the video. So notable alum, we have a lot of notable alum at FAMU. These are just a couple that we picked off. So the first lady right here to your left, I believe, Kimberly Godwin. Kimberly Godwin is the first African-American female president of a major news network, ABC News. I know you guys all know what it is. Up next, we have Common. He's an actor, philanthropist, visionary, artist. He is a FAMU grad as well. Then we have Keisha Lance-Bottom. She became the second African-American female mayor of Atlanta, and right now she currently works in the White House. She serves under the Biden administration, basically telling the president what to do, how to act with undermarginalized communities. So we have a FAMU grad telling the president what to do, right? We also have John Thompson up next. He is the president of the board of Microsoft. So he's over the people making the decisions over Microsoft, right? So we like to say there's Bill Gates, there's Steve Jobs, and up next is John Thompson, right? Then we have Dr. Marina Robinson Snowden. This ties into that social mobility aspect. One saying that we love to say at FAMU is that FAMU can take you anywhere in the world. Dr. Snowden, she became the first African-American female to earn her PhD in nuclear engineering from MIT. And no, this wasn't in the 80s, the 90s, or even early 2000s. This was just in 2018. So we are continuing to make history each and every day. Last but not least, we have Will Packer. Will Packer, he grossed over $1 billion in the box office. He's made some of your favorite movies like Girls Trip, Think Like a Man, Stomp the Yard, all of those big name movies, he's produced those. Just like how Tyler Perry has Tyler Perry Productions, we have Will Packer Productions, and he just donated an amphitheater to FAMU about 2 years ago, and we use that for Set Friday, step shows, Jazz in the Garden, Penny in the Gardens, all those good things. So it is an amazing thing to have great alum from our university who always give back, right? So when we get into academics, we have over 98 degree programs within 14 colleges and schools. So what that means is that whatever you major under, so for instance, political science, that would fall under the College of Social Science, Arts, and Humanities, right? A major will fall under a college or a school. So just a couple to highlight, you can find the whole degree listing on our website. We have our College of Engineering. We do offer all degrees from bachelor's all the way up to doctorates within that program. Up next, we have pharmacy. Pharmacy is a great program that we have. We do produce the most African-American pharmacists in the state of Florida. We do offer all the way up to doctorate programs through our accelerated 6-year program. Students can earn their doctorate degree. We also have the Institute of Public Health, which is in conjunction with the College of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences. All right, we also have our legal studies 3+3 programs. You guys are in OCPS located in Orlando. So you guys are familiar with our law school. Our law school is located in Orlando. So what students can do coming under a certain GPA and test scores, I would say if you want more information about that, contact our FAMU Legal Studies office. Students can come in under the 3+3 program, do 3 years in Tallahassee, 3 years at our College of Law in Orlando, and you'll ultimately end up with your Juris Doctorate. All right, so admissions requirement. This is very, 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 very important. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I graduated in 2018. To get into FAMU was not as competitive as it is now. Nowadays, to get into college is very, very competitive. You're not only going against the students in your area or the students all over the state, you're going against students all over the world to get into FAMU, right? So GPA requirement, 3.3 weighted core GPA. We're only looking at your core classes. So those credits under the academic units, make sure you take note of those because those are the only classes that we're looking at. So that band, that theater, the PE, we're not looking at any of those classes, all right? So make sure you take note of that. Test scores, SAT, we do super score. So 550 for the reading and a 550 for the math, 530 on the reading, right? So super score, if you're not familiar with that, out of all the times you take the test, no matter what test you take, we'll take your highest scores out of all the times you take it. So we'll take your highest reading, highest math, highest English. ACT, we look for a 23 on the math, a 22 on the reading, a 19 on the English, right? So with your test scores, when you're submitting it in, okay, when you're submitting it in, make sure you send it directly through the testing agency. College Board for SAT. ACT, you have to send it in through act.org. 500-word essay, which is half a page, really. I like to tell students, tell your story, talk about who you are, what you've gone through, what made you into who you are today, right? We also take the SAR once you complete the application. So you can complete the application either on the Comment app, the regular Comment app, or you can go on famu.edu, our website. Transcripts, we accept them electronically. You can find that on our website, and then you can find that on you can find electronically through our website, or you can send it directly through your guidance counselor, right? $35 application fee. Fee waivers, talk to your counselor, see if you're eligible for fee waivers. Typically, it's students on free or reduced lunch, and we also take the NACAC fee waivers. Fall deadline is April 1st. My tip to you guys, do not wait till April 1st to apply. Do not. Especially if you think of FAMU as one of your top choices, do not wait till end of February, end of March to apply. Apply now. This is the time to start your application, getting your materials together. Right now, we are on rolling admissions because our early action deadline just passed. So those students, if you applied before November 1st, you will be receiving a decision on December 4th, right? Summer deadline is March 1st. Summer is a little bit more lenient to get into, not that much more lenient. I would say if you're like probably 10 points away from our minimum scores, which is on the PowerPoint slide, then summer would be the best bet for you to apply into. All right. And go on to the next. Oh, my mouse is acting slow. All right. So ROTC, if you're interested in ROTC, we do offer Navy, Army. We do have partnerships with Marine and the Air Force with other institutions. So if you're interested in that, just know you are enlisting. All right. You are enlisting. Talk to your local recruiter. I know they pay a hefty bill for your tuition, but it is a great opportunity that we do offer here at FAMU. Student life, clubs and organization. I love this slide because I was definitely involved on campus. We do have over 170 clubs and organizations on campus, including student governments. We do have all Divine Nine sororities and fraternities active on campus. And one thing I think is interesting about sororities and fraternities on our campus is that we have sororities and fraternities under your major degree program. So like healthcare sororities, pre-law fraternities, business fraternities, all of that, so you can network with other students who are in the field that you're trying to get into and alums who are already in that field, right? We do have volunteer and internship opportunities, campus recreation. We have a campus rec that has the tallest rock climbing wall in the state of Florida. Student union special events. Set Friday is an amazing thing as well. If you don't know what Set Friday is, I know you guys are the TikTok generation, so definitely search that up on TikTok. You'll be able to find out what FAMU Set Friday is. Student lounges, dining options. We do have an on-campus bowling alley as well as a game room. And we also have an on-campus hair store and hair salon and barbershop to supply all your needs, right? We do have Chick-fil-A, Starbucks, Wingstop, Tropical Smoothie, and many more on-campus dining options for you to choose from. All right, sports. So we are Division I in the Southwest Athletic Conference. We do have sports from baseball all the way to volleyball. This year, our football team is the SWAC East champions. I have no doubt in my mind that we will win the SWAC championships on December 2nd. Our women's volleyball, they were the SWAC champions for the past 2 years. And then our baseball team was the SWAC champions last year. Student housing, we do have non-traditional, which is co-ed. You have your own room typically, or you would share a room with one other person, but you would only share a bathroom with one other person. Towers, for our freshmen mainly, they share a room with one person. You guys share a bathroom. FAMU Village, you have your own room. Roommate has their own room. You guys share common area and bathroom. Apartment styles, Palmetto South, Phase 3. And then traditional, Sampson Hall is for all males and Young Hall is for young women. You guys have share a room with one other person, and then you share the bathrooms and showers with the whole hall, which isn't too bad. I stayed in Young Hall one semester. I loved it, right? All right. And then Career Center, we do have opportunities at internships. We have over 80,000 alums who come back and make sure that they give internships to our students, right? The connection, the network is strong at FAMU, I promise you. CDAR, Center for Disability Access and Resources. If you have any type of disabilities, whether it's educational disabilities, physical disabilities, FAMU does a great job at making sure that we provide the accommodations that you will need. So if you have anything like that, make sure you contact our CDAR office. International programs, where we do a great job at studying abroad. Similar to a college fair, every year we do have a study abroad fair where all of the study abroad programs come out and they showcase their programs to you guys, and you're able to get more information and see if studying abroad is the right fit for you. So last but not least, get the mobile app. Make sure you stay well connected with our mobile app. You can follow us on Instagram. We do a great job in making sure that everyone stays up to date of what's going on with FAMU. And then real quick, do I have time to answer a few questions? If I could fly through them?
Yeah, why don't we pick one of the big ones that I saw here?
Okay.
So one of the big ones I saw was, I've never heard this one before. Can your students work in the barbershop? And does FAMU have wrestling? So those were two big ones that came in.
Okay. Barbershop, yes, you can work in the barbershop. You would just contact the owner at the beauty supply store. They'll be able to get you in with that. And then wrestling is a club sport at FAMU. It isn't but they do travel, they do go against other schools, but it is just a club sport.
Okay, and then one other question that came in was, how do you guys view dual enrollment? I know a lot of people have already posted some thoughts about that in the chat. I would invite you to do that as well. And I also included in the chat the information about FAMU being eligible for the Bright Future Scholarship, because it is a public university and prepaid program. So guys, if you have not thought about that, right, that's a big deal, because there are different requirements for public and private universities. So you have that in there as well. So jump into the chat, Miss Chloe, and we will get you on there. So next up, we have Talladega University, and we have Mr. Derek Robertson with us today from Talladega University. And I am passing the ball over to you and giving you presenter rights so that you can share your presentation. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you. Okay. Sorry about this.
No, no, no.
I'm
Take
not
your
a WebEx user, so it's like I didn't realize I needed to.
take a college class to learn how to use WebEx. That's how I feel sometimes.
OMG.
Click on the share button, and then you should be
Yeah,
able to either select your file or your screen.
yeah, I got it.
Perfect. I did see a question that came in the chat. It looks like it might be directed toward Bethune, but it's about accepting the Disney Aspire program. So in case anyone wants to respond to that question as he's uploading his presentation.
Well, let me ask this, Ms. Milano. May we move on to one of my other colleagues, because I'm on a Mac computer and it needs me to quit and reopen the program so that it
Yeah,
can access.
absolutely. And if you want to download your presentation and email it to me, you can do that as well, and I can upload it for you.
Thank you. I apologize for any inconvenience.
No, it's no problem. Everybody is here to be supportive of each other. All right, we are going to move toward Jackson State University while we work on Talladega's presentation. And let's make sure I've got everybody here. Perfect. I am moving you to the stage, sir, and I am going to make you a presenter. So many good questions coming in today. All right. And you are ready to go. Now we see your presentation. So stay right there. Perfect.
All right, good deal. I had to go back out and unmute. Hello, everyone. I'm Wendell Fountain. I'm an admissions recruiter here at Jackson State University. First, I want to thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to present to you today. I have a presentation. There's quite a few slides. I'm going to skip a few. Some of them I'm going to touch on that are super important for you. I want to make sure that you guys drop any of the questions in the chat. I'll try to get to every one of them before we get in this call. First screen here, you see challenging minds and changing lives. That's what we plan to do at Jackson State. And we asked that question prior to you coming. Are you JSU ready? If you're not JSU ready, our plan is to get you there before you walk across the stage in December, or be it May, whenever you choose to complete those credit hours. Some of the things we're going to cover here today are going to be scheduling a campus tour, getting admitted to Jackson State, completing FAFSA, the scholarship application process, and our intent to enroll, and immunization records. All right. Scheduling a campus tour, you can just go to our website. You'll see that we will be open for campus tours starting in the spring. We do not do tours during the fall due to our heavy recruitment schedule. However, we do have a high school day event that usually takes place in the fall, and that is the time to come to Jackson State if you want to come and get a snapshot on what JSU's campus is like, get an idea of getting a good campus tour, kind of seeing what we have going on. However, if you want to schedule a campus tour, the way to do that is go to our website right here, click on that tab where it says on the recruitment page, and then register for your visit. You can do so by doing it in singles, groups, however you choose. Getting admitted to Jackson State. Hopefully, for those of you who are seniors, you've already applied. If you haven't and you're still weighing your options, I'll tell you, we do take a couple of application options. You can apply directly to our website. You can apply using the Common App or the Common Black app. If you apply using the Common Black app or the Common App, you pay one fee with them and you're automatically waived. Our $25 fee is automatically waived here at Jackson State University when you apply. The most important thing, if you're using the Common App and the Common Black app, once you've submitted that information to them, you must check your email, because you will receive an email from our CRM prompting you to complete several questions to actually link your application to our CRM. Once you do that, you will create what's considered your Tiger Portal. Once you create your Tiger Portal, then everything that you do thereafter will be completed in your Tiger Portal. So you do have several ways that you can actually apply. The second thing, once you apply, you can submit a transcript. You can upload your own transcript unofficially for your conditional admission. We will only need your official copy of your transcript once you've completed graduation, and it has to be that sealed copy that you send, which shows your graduation date. We are test optional for fall 24 and fall 25 for you juniors that are on. That doesn't mean don't take the SATs, ACTs. If you plan to qualify for any academic scholarships at Jackson State, you're going to want to take those exams, and you do need to submit those scores. Our ACT code, SAT codes are here. If you see them on the screen, take a quick picture of them, and you can also access them from our website. Getting admitted to Jackson State, similar to what you've heard before, what we're going to be using is considered your college prep courses. These are the courses that we're going to utilize to determine your qualification for admission at Jackson State. We're going to be looking at your English credits, which are going to be four math, 4 sciences, 3.5 units of any social studies or social sciences, and then your art, foreign language, and technology. For fall 24 and 25, we are test optional, so you can be admitted with a 2.0 GPA with or without a test score. We are following the NCAA standards currently. I'm not sure if that will change after fall 25. However, currently that is the standard we are abiding by for regular admissions. However, our academic scholarships will require a test score of a 21 or higher and a GPA of a 3.25 CPC GPA or higher. Academic colleges. See here, these are some of the colleges that we offer in the College of Business, some of our top majors: economics, entrepreneurship, finance, marketing, management. Supply chain management is one of those new ones that we have. Our College of Business, of course, is AACSB accredited, one of only 2 HBCUs that have that accredited program. A couple of things within our College of Business: a CAP Center for women, job placement, internships, co-ops. We have they have a trading floor, a trading center, actually in our College of Business. For those of you economics and marketing majors, you have the opportunity to actually work on the stock exchange, on the stock market right there, and kind of get an idea of what that's like. We are the only university in the state of Mississippi that has a College of Health Science. With that being said, School of Social Work falls under that. Communicative disorders, for those of you who are not familiar, that's going to be your speech pathology, and healthcare administration, which is one of those fast growing programs. For those of you who are not familiar with it, you want to get into the healthcare field, but you're not wanting to get into the patient care side. The administrative side of healthcare is definitely one of those programs that is fast growing. There is a huge need for healthcare administrators definitely out there. So if you're interested in that program, you definitely want to look at what we have to offer in that. One of our largest colleges is going to be our College of Science, Engineering, and Technology. We have an awesome STEM building, which has a number of different labs, from our engineering, electrical engineering lab provided by Entergy Power Company. We have a flood simulation lab, an earthquake simulation lab, a soil density testing lab, crush labs to go along with our civil engineering, general engineering, electrical engineering. Some of our one of our fastest growing and top programs out there is going to be our computer science. We have a kind of accelerated program where you're able to obtain a master's degree in 4 years. So if you're looking at computer science with that concentration in cybersecurity, which is going to be definitely good paying jobs and a number of areas, we offer that for you. Jackson State was founded on education. In 1877, we were founded down in Natchez, Mississippi, founded as a all-women seminary, educating women to be educators. So throughout education, we offer a number of majors that you see here, from licensed and non-licensed programs, from undergrad all the way through the PhD programs. College of Liberal Arts, for those of you familiar, the baddest band in the land, the Sonic Boom of the South. This is going to be their home. So along with our awesome music production and music programs that we offer, you see art, criminal justice, English, history, a number of majors that we have there also. But for those of you interested in those music majors, this is definitely where you would want to be if you're interested in being in band. I'll let you know, being a part of our band with the band scholarship, we do waive your out-of-state tuition fee if you are able to score that scholarship. And of course, the Boom is definitely, you have to audition for admissions, for entry into that band is an audition only band. JSU Online, just to show you, we do offer some full online degree majors for some students who don't have the luxury to attend college traditionally. That doesn't mean that you can't get a degree from the university that you've always wanted to get it from, Jackson State University. So we have a number of undergraduate bachelor's majors that we offer here, and that list is growing and growing each year. They're adding 1 or 2 each year to that list. Financial aid. For those of you familiar, guys, FAFSA is going to be super, super, super important this year. We're dealing with this new FAFSA situation, which is scheduled to open in December. So want to make sure that you guys at least have our code. Make sure that you're communicating with your parents, with your guardians that, if this thing opens up in December and you're out for the holidays, you want to get everybody together, take some time to get that paperwork completed, because I can tell you, we will not stop our processes. However, you will still be required to complete FAFSA to get everything turned in. So this is kind of going to make crunch time for you seniors a little more crunch. You're definitely going to be wanting to get those in, especially if you're wanting to check out scholarships and things like that. You want that FAFSA in so that you can actually start to count the coins and figure out, those, narrow down your top 2 or 3 universities where you're planning to attend. Academic scholarships, super important for us. Our academic scholarships opened in October, on October 15th. They closed January 15th. In order to apply for our academic scholarships, you have to have applied to the university, you have to have been admitted, you have to have submitted a transcript as well as a test score with a qualifying GPA that qualifies you for either of those scholarships. Our scholarships website is here. The easy thing to do is click on it. You can actually go through it, look at those, look at all of our academic scholarships, and as well as outside and other scholarships. I will tell you, outside and other scholarships are going to be the ones that you definitely want to be looking at. Those academic scholarships are super competitive. That doesn't mean don't apply. You want to be applying for those, but look for those outside monies, because outside funds are definitely where the numbers are going to be. Our medallion scholarship is going to be kind of where we start. That is our smallest scholarship. You'll see the requirements on the screen. 21 to 22 on the ACT or SAT equivalent, covers $2,000 per academic year. These can be renewed each year. Our heritage is going to be a 23 to 24. This is our basically our tuition scholarship, covers tuition only for your 3 years that you're here, and it is renewable. You have a certain GPA that you have to maintain there, and you see the requirements on the screen. Our provost scholarship is going to be our full tuition, room and board scholarship, 25 to 27 on the ACT, SAT of a 1200 to 1290. You have to be admitted to the university, remember, to apply for these, and the requirement is a 3.2 GPA, 3.25 GPA to qualify. Our presidential scholarship, which covers the same full tuition, room and board, plus your books and fees. Those fees, when you get to college, guys, you guys will understand, you're going to definitely read the fine print. Fees is going to be a list of other little things, and every dollar counts in college. For those of us who have attended college and we want to know, we understand that college has definitely increased in value and cost over the years, and you definitely want to be earning every bit of scholarship and outside money you can to help you pay for this or cover your undergraduate degree as possible, especially if you plan to go on working on your higher ed degrees. Intent to enroll, that's not very important for you right now. Immunization records are super important for us. You cannot move into your residence hall without submitting your immunization records. So let's say you've applied, you've been admitted, you've done your FAFSA, you've paid your $100 non-refundable housing deposit, you've been assigned your room, you have not submitted your immunization record. Come time for move-in, if that record is not on file at Health Services, then you will not be allowed to move in. Post-COVID, these immunization records are super important, so make sure, this is another one of those documents that you have to get your parents involved with to make sure that you get it and get it sent in. Now, academics, out-of-state tuition fee, I have not changed this. It is $1,000. It was $500 per semester. It is now $1,000 per semester, equaling $2,000 per academic year. I apologize for not correcting that. So it is $2,000 per academic year. So an out-of-state student will generally pay $2,000 per year more than what an in-state student will pay. Student life at Jackson State, we have 60 plus student organizations, from our student government, honor societies, community service boards, our student publications. We have all of our Greek letter organizations who are all active in good standing, our NCAA sanctioned athletic and intramural sports. We have our internships and co-ops, study abroads. For those of you who are interested in studying abroad, I have had several of my work study students, as well as ambassadors, to have the ability to travel to Brazil, Spain, a lot of different places to study abroad. Some of these are paid, some of them are not. However, they all benefit because they give you the hands-on experience and the ability to start networking early. We are part of the Southwestern Athletic Conference, Division I. These are our men and women's athletic sports that we have, and we have just added golf back. These are our social media handles. Follow us on all of our social media platforms. We do not use it strictly for just the turn up. We do put important information there. We do FAFSA nights and things like that on YouTube. So you definitely want to be following us and staying up to date For those of you juniors, you definitely want to be paying attention for the upcoming year. When we get ready to put out that we'll be having a free application week or month, it will go to that social media platform definitely first. And if you want to contact our office, or if you have documents to send, you can email those documents to futuretigers with an S at jsums.edu. Snail mail, as always, can be used. However, I suggest sending that document electronically if you have the opportunity. If you need to reach us, it's 1-866-DJSU, 1-866-THEEJSU. And my contact information, I am, again, Mr. Wendell Fountain. I'm the admissions recruiter for the state of Florida. And any of your questions that you may have that I can't get to, if you have something that you don't want to ask, you can always email me. I'm readily available, easily accessed through email. My email address is here. And again, that Future Tiger email is there. Thank you for listening to my presentation. And if you guys have any questions, I'll get over to that chat and pick it up there.
Thank you so much. Great information. I really appreciate all that you shared. I did see some questions popping up for you in the chat, so please make sure to check those out. Parents, I saw a lot of questions coming up about the FAFSA. I do just want to reiterate that nationally, right, the FAFSA opening date for next year is December 1st. So in the past, it was October 1st. So if you think your child did this already, chances are they clicked on the one for 23-24, which would allow you to get financial aid, let's say, for the spring semester, but that's not what they need. The one that they need if they're going to college in the fall opens on December 1st. So please, please, please set your calendars for that. So we're gonna go ahead and move Talladega back to the stage and give them an opportunity to share. And I am going to pass the ball to you, sir.
All right, thank you so much. And let me apologize again to the audience. I hadn't used WebEx in a while, so I had to change my settings. My name is Derek Robertson. I'm the Vice President for Enrollment here at Talladega College. And very excited to have this opportunity to share with you our story as Alabama's first historically Black private liberal arts college. And very much looking forward to the opportunity to welcome each of you to our community of scholars. Just want to share some information with you about Talladega at a glance, particularly that we have 20 plus majors at Talladega College and a combined undergraduate and graduate student population that numbers about 1,200 students. We're a small private liberal arts college, so our student to faculty ratio is 15-1. We're residential. Our students have a lot of opportunity to engage with our campus, as 91% of our students live on campus. 60% of our students are first-time, full-time bachelor-seeking students, and 98% of them receive some form of financial aid. We are home to 9 fraternity and sorority life chapters, 19 and what is now probably 21 athletic teams, 50 plus clubs and organizations. And this needs to be updated. Our annual tuition and fees is, at this moment, there was just an update. Our board just voted on some stuff. So tuition is now at $15,650, and room and board is $6,860. I apologize. So that's a combined direct cost of attendance of $22,510 annually. As I indicated, I just want to go over some of the benefits of a small liberal arts college. You have small class sizes, one-on-one interaction with your professors, advisors who really get a sense of not only you as a student, but holistically, what is your individual pathway to success that is not general or generic to thousands of students, but can be tailored to you in terms of what you hope to accomplish. A stronger sense of community that is derived from a residential college experience, flexibility in your curriculum, as well as the ease of transitioning into some of our graduate programs that I'll share with you. And particularly, our focus is on a good blend of quality classroom instruction coupled with experiential learning opportunities that really positions the student for an amazing career after their stay here at Talladega. We are, as I indicated, home to academic majors that include at least 20 of them, and they are housed within different academic divisions. And so our Division of Administration is home to majors such as business administration, accounting, finance, and marketing. We have the Division of Humanities and Fine Arts, where English, history, fine arts, music performance, mass media studies, and liberal arts lives. Our STEM areas are housed within our Division of Natural Sciences and Mathematics, and those majors include biology, chemistry, computer science, mathematics, computer information systems, and cybersecurity. And as a matter of fact, we are very fortunate to have received money from the Scripps Foundation in the amount of $1 million for our Center for Academic Excellence, which will focus on cybersecurity and give our students opportunities to take their learning beyond the classroom and really engage in what is becoming a very lucrative area for career exploration. And finally, our Division of Social Science and Education, that is home to psychology, social work, sociology, elementary education, and criminal justice. As I indicated, our students have the opportunity to not only get the theory and information from the classroom and learn what their major entails, but also to get hands-on experiences from our many years of partnerships that have been built up. And that results in resumes that are chock full of research experiences, internships, public internships, study abroad experiences, service learning opportunities, as well as capstone experiences. So there's a tie between not only partnerships, alumni who want to give back to the institution, who want to serve as mentors for our students and give them the opportunity to work in the industries and fields, but also a tie to the curriculum so that our students understand that when you reach the graduation stage, employers want to see, yes, that you have the degree, but also that you have some experience that lets you serve as an asset to them or be more competitive for the opportunities to which you will be applying. We are home to the Jewel Plummer Cobb Honors Program. And some of the benefits for students who participate in our honors program is that they work alongside the high achieving undergraduate students. Prior to registration, they have experiences that nurture their talents and their academic well-being, membership and participation in local, regional, and national organizations, as well as an orientation course that is for honors freshmen each fall. The requirement for students is to have a 3.5 cumulative unweighted GPA for consideration in our honors program. Student success here at Talladega, we know that, and I'm sure my colleagues in the virtual space will share this sentiment. There, yes, is a focus on getting students like yourselves into our institutions, but an even greater focus is for us to help you be successful and to retain you here and get you to the graduation stage. And so our specific focus at Talladega is on student success, and particularly in these areas. We have a student success center that offers peer tutoring services, supplemental instruction, a writing lab. And so they help students navigate coursework and become a little bit more confident in how they're navigating the classroom spaces. So just having that extra layer of support. Our Office of Career Services, our library is also a resource for students in the way of student success. Several computer labs on campus. We think of the holistic service and wellness of students. So our counseling services, together with our health services center, fall under our vice president for wellness. Spiritual life, we are an institution that was founded on religious traditions. And so our dean of chapel and bringing together all of the various ways that students have a spiritual sense of being is important for how we have a diverse and inclusive environment here at the institution. And then what we believe all families think about, from students to loved ones, guardians, and parents and friends of those students, is keeping our students safe and our campus safety. Fun fact, our chief of police, he was one of the featured investigators on that show. It's called First 48. And so until I met him, I go, wow, I didn't notice that was you on the show. So if you show up here at Talladega, you have a chance to meet him and pick his brain, especially if you're in the area of criminal justice, because he teaches some of the courses. Student life, 50 clubs and organizations are offered at Talladega, and there's a wide variety to take your of opportunities to take your learning beyond the classroom. So first and foremost, we have intercollegiate academic teams, and sometimes we're asked, what do you mean by that? And so students at the high school level, they may be involved with chess club or coding and collegiate 100, whether you're in the choir, you do video gaming and esports, or you're in Model United Nations, Quiz Bowl, and speech and debate. My biggest encouragement to you is when you're navigating the extracurricular, the portion of our application to ask about extracurricular opportunities, you don't want to skip telling us all of these wonderful things with which you're involved, because we offer scholarships for your involvement in these areas, because we are competitive in these activities. So chess, hackathons, and coding things. We have the Talladega College Singers, for which you can earn a scholarship. And speaking of scholarships, I'll talk about this a little bit more, but you can stack scholarships at Talladega. So you can earn scholarships for academic things, but also for talent-based things, and thereby make being at Talladega more affordable, because celebrating your multiple layers of contribution to our institution by investing in those is important to us. So don't skip the extracurricular questions on our application, because you might be missing out on scholarships that we would offer you because you're involved with these things. Athletic teams, we are home to the Tornado athletic teams. That's our mascot. And we have basketball, baseball, softball, volleyball. Gymnastics, we're the second HBCU to have a gymnastics team. Soccer, track and field, cross country, tennis, golf, cheer, competitive dance, women's flag football, and we're newly going to be introducing wrestling, tennis, and the other one escapes me, but we're introducing a number of new athletics opportunities. So keep checking our website for those updates. The Great Tornado Marching Band is really amazing and is an opportunity for students to, pursue their musical passions and perform on behalf of the institution. Our band is gearing up to travel to London in the upcoming weeks. They will be in London's version of the New Year's Day parade. And so that's very exciting for many of our students who haven't traveled out of in many instances their state, or and in most instances outside of the country. So they will be traveling to represent Talladega in London. But for those students who are passionate about music but don't necessarily want to commit to marching, we have also our concert jazz band as well as our symphonic band. You could be a part of those and earn scholarships for that as well. Student organizations and other opportunities. You can see the Talladega Singers photographed here. Our Student Government Association, as well as intramural sports, are all opportunities for students to engage and be a part of all of the great things that are happening. In all of what I'm sharing with you, to include these 9 Greek organizations, a lot of great programming comes out, from concerts to forums and panels, motivational speakers, festivals. There's a lot of things going on here at Talladega, comedy shows. There's so much for students to do on the campus and to enjoy. We are home to 7 residence halls, and also we are introducing what we're calling living learning communities. And so you can see the various options listed here, from Crawford right on down to our new residence hall, which hasn't been named yet. But the options range from traditional style living to students who have a 2-tour room with also the restroom or bathroom facilities right within the room. And so how do I get to Talladega College? Let's have that conversation. First and foremost, we have a newly introduced application portal. We call it the Future Deegan portal. When you find our application, you can visit talladega.edu/admissions, and you would have to create an account on our Future Deegan portal. And for any parents who are in the room who want to pursue a graduate degree, we use a separate portal for our graduate programs. And so you can find that at gradapply.talladega.edu, all of which are easily navigable and helps the student to keep track of what we still need from you. That makes your application complete and ready for our review. So you certainly want to check us out, and we're happily supporting students and families through these processes. Some of the criteria to share with you, I'm just going to read from what I believe should be the left-hand side of your screen. We are test optional. What that means is it's up to the family and particularly the students if you want to share your testing with us to include ACT and or SAT testing. We more particularly do not require testing for both admission and scholarship purposes. So we neither require testing for admission nor for scholarship purposes. So it's totally up to the student. A student whose unweighted GPA is 3.0 and above can be admitted under our assured admission criteria. And then our Emerging Scholars Program is for those students who have contribution beyond the transcript. So you don't necessarily meet our assured admission criteria, but we believe that students in the Emerging Scholars Program have other contribution to make to the campus. And many times that comes through involvement with our other activities. And then finally, for admission consideration, the student needs a 2.0 minimum GPA. And so in terms of scholarships, we are a competitive institution in terms of scholarships. The affordability questions we know will be in front of families and a thing for resolve as you're making your decisions about where you should show up in our process. When you have met the threshold GPA requirements for our different levels of scholarship, from the tornado to the dean to the provost or the presidential scholarship, we will send you a communication that asks you to write a short send a short writing sample that tells us about your outlook on success. It's a really compelling thing for us to see what students think about success from their particular lens. And so our presidential scholarship offers a full ride, and so it would be now at $22,510. The provost scholarship covers your tuition and fees for the year, so that would be $15,650. If you remember my opening commentary, these items needed to be updated. So I think in trying to figure out sharing my screen, I clicked on the not up to date presentation. And then on the Dean Scholarship, you'll have $7,825, which is 50% of your tuition, and then the tornado would give the student $5,175 per year. But all in all, students should also be aware that there are UNCF scholarships. We are a UNCF affiliate institution, and also athletic band external scholarships that are for incoming and continuing students. This is important to discuss. At many institutions, if you do not qualify for a scholarship coming in the doors, there is opportunity for you to qualify as a returning or a continuing student. And so if you show up in your first semester and your second semester and you do really quality work in the classroom, there is the opportunity to alleviate some of the financial burden to you and your family as a continuing student. So we want to encourage you that even if you don't get a scholarship as an incoming freshman, you can still qualify for and receive scholarships throughout your journey. And finally, as my colleagues have already indicated, the FAFSA is going to be approaching on December. In December, I did mention that this is not the up-to-date version. I clicked on the wrong one. But our school code is accurate here, 001046. And we just like to remind our students that the FAFSA must be renewed every year. And so should we, and you can see this is a glimpse of our campus. If you look at this photo that's on the right-hand side, we have a beautiful, very quaint, prestigious campus that has a lot of historical buildings. We believe we have one of the greatest origin stories in higher education, having been founded by two newly freed slaves. And they built up this institution since 1867. This is my contact information, and certainly I'll be glad to hear from each of you if you have questions after this moment we're spending together. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing with us. And parents, don't worry. He's already sent me his presentation, and we'll make sure it's the up-to-date version and send it out to you. So don't worry about that at all. And we'll also make sure that we have all of the school codes assembled for you guys since you took the time to be here this evening. Now I'd like to welcome to the stage here, Savannah State University. And we are going to move them to the stage. And then will you be sharing your screen today, sir?
Yes.
Perfect. So you should have sharing rights, and you can do that. And guys, I know parents, trust me, I have 4 daughters, and one of them is attending an HBCU, so I totally understand how stressful it is to listen to all this content. But you are going to get the recording, you're going to get the presentations. That's what you get as a benefit for being in the room where it happens, so to speak. So we are here to support you. So with that, I will turn it over to Mr. Dossi.
And we want to thank you for this opportunity to come and share a little bit about our beloved institution, Savannah State University. As it was said before, my name is Brian Dossi, and I am a proud alum of this great institution. And on behalf of our president, our administrators, our faculty, our staff, our students, as well as our alumni. I don't know if we have any possible alums that's on the call, but we definitely thank you for this opportunity to come and share a little bit about this institution that holds near and dear to a lot of our hearts. And hopefully, as you are looking at institutions to be able to attend in the fall, Savannah State will be one of those institutions that you will be considering to attend. So as we go into the PowerPoint presentation, just to give you some facts about our beloved institution, we were established November 26, 1890. We have the distinction of being the oldest public historically Black college university in the state of Georgia, as well as we're the oldest institution of higher learning here in the city of Savannah. Our student faculty teacher ratio is 16-1. So as some of my other colleagues said, at Savannah State, you would not be a number. You would be a name, so you would know your professors would know you, you would get a chance to know your student body, so that way that would help when you are building these study groups and other academic support as you matriculate through the campus. Just to give you a percentage of our student population, we have a little bit over 57% of our students are female, 35% of our students are male, and there's another 7% that's not reported in regards to gender. We're about a 20-minute drive away from Tybee Island, and we also are 5 minutes away from downtown Savannah. If you know anything about Savannah, Savannah is a booming tourist city, so you're at an institution that's right in the middle of one of the most booming tourist cities, not only in the state but in the country. And again, we're right out there on the coast, so you get a chance to enjoy the beach while you're getting your education. We have been the #1 producer of African American marine scientists in both the bachelor's and the master's program in the country. Say that again. Savannah State University is the #1 producer of African American students in the area of marine science in both the bachelor's and the master's in the country. Not too many people can be able to boast that. We can boast that here at Savannah State. Our powerhouse in the South back in 2022 is ranked #10 in the ESPN poll, and we are accredited by the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools, which is SAC-COC. In the upper left-hand corner is Major Richard R. Wright, our first and founding president of Savannah State University, and a young lady at the bottom right is Ms. Cynthia Alexander Robinson, who is our current interim president at Savannah State University. As we talk about activities, I always tell students there's more to the educational paradigm than just the four walls of a classroom. So hopefully you are involved some way, shape, and form at your current high school. We want you to be informed and want you to be connected to the institution as well. We found out the more connected you are to the university, the more likely you will stay, matriculate, and graduate. And that's what we want you to do. Also, this will give you an opportunity to build your network. I always say to students, your network will determine your net worth. So you definitely want to make sure that you build that network. And these are some organizations that we have, 75 plus organizations you can be able to choose from. We have some pictures there of some of the organizations that we have. We have a booming Greek population on campus. We have all 9 of the historically Black fraternities and sororities on campus. So there's something for you to do at Savannah State University. And if there's not nothing for you to do at Savannah State University, if you and some current students have a core interest, then we can help you find out what that organization is, and we can help you get that organization started. So again, build that connectivity. A lot of us serve as advisors to the organization. I am advisor to 4. So we also serve as a network resource to you. We can write the recommendation letters. We can help you with grad school applications. So again, that's building that sense of community that we have here at Savannah State University. We have 4 academic units, so 4 colleges on one mission, as we would say. We have the College of Business Administration. So we do also have the AACSB accreditation, which only 5% of colleges in the country have that accreditation, and Savannah State is one of them. We have the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences. We have some niche programs in there, Homeland Security and Emergency Management, one of few HBCUs in the country that have that program. College of Science and Technology, as I was talking about the Marine Science program, we're the only institution that have an active marine science program, meaning that we're right here on the coast. So we have 2 vessels that take students out into the intercontinental waterways so they can be able to do research. And then we also have the College of Education. And in those 4 academic units that we have these academic programs. There's about 30 plus that we have at Savannah State University. And like I said, you have an opportunity to be able to choose a few of them. In computer science, as you see, we have a cybersecurity track. We also have a data analytics track. In our mass comm program, we're one of 3 institutions in the state that have that accreditation with mass comm, UGA, Savannah State, and there's one more institution. So I tell students that you are getting the same education or even better than those students who are at the flagship institution, UGA. And we also have a certification in the Georgia Film Academy. So of course, you know, Atlanta is one of the hot booming beds of filming. Savannah is now growing as one of the most popular sites for movies and theaters to come and do performances. So for those students who may be interested in for filming and directing and all of that, we have that opportunity through the Georgia Film Academy. And again, these are the other 30 plus programs, that we have at Savannah State that students can be able to choose. And we can send that information in the form of our link so that way you can be able to see it. Now, we do have residence halls for our students here on campus. There's 5 for our traditional freshmen. And of course, we have the Freshman Living Learning Center, Camilla Hubert, Tiger Place, Tiger Court, and Richard R. Wright Hall. In Tiger Place, Tiger Court, Camilla Hubert, and Richard Wright Hall, you have the option of a 1-bedroom or a 2-bedroom semi-private. So what that semi-private means for the 2-bedroom, you will have a wall separating you and your roommate, but not a door. But a lot of students have been very creative in creating that space and privacy and intimacy in regards to getting the like a shower curtain or a tension rod and putting curtains up there, so you can be able to decorate that room kind of how you want. But this kind of give you a basic look of what's in there. We have a twin bed, we have a desk, as well as we have a dresser, and then we have a vanity and a water closet. You'll be sharing that with one other person if you have the 2-bedroom semi-private, but of course, if you have the 1-bedroom, you'll have that to yourself. Now, our Freshman Living and Learning Center, we have a 2-bedroom, a 4-bedroom, and an 8-person cluster. So it just depends upon you if you're comfortable in sharing a room with 1 other person, 3 other person, or 7. And there's a bathroom that will be for you and your suite mates. So it's not like old school when I came in college where everybody had to share the same bathroom on the same floor. No, if you are in that cluster, you'll have a bathroom that you would share with your suite mates. And again, just like the other picture, they have the twin long bed, they have the desk, and they have the dresser that you have in each of your rooms. Now, we talk about athletics. We are NCAA Division II. We're part of the SIAC. Athletic Conference. So as you see to your left, these are the various different athletic sports that we have for our students. Of course, M is for men, W is for women. If you are interested or looking at playing an intercollegiate sport, you definitely want to make sure that you start that process with the NCAA Clearinghouse. And we have individuals here at Savannah State in the athletic department that can walk you through their process on how you need to do that. There's scholarship opportunities that you can possibly get from being an intercollegiate athletic student on campus. But we push the concept that you are a student athlete. So the emphasis on the word student. You still have to get those grades and get those academics. Your athleticism will give you the scholarship to be able to pay for your classes, but you are still a student first. And of course, as we're talking about famous folks, Shannon Sharp, I was just mentioning that earlier, is one of our most famous alums, and he is on a show called First Take, and First Take was actually at our campus last Monday, and that was just an epic event to have him not only come back on campus, but him to host and tape his show here on our college campus. So for those of you who have ESPN, definitely go out there to the app and look at that First Take, and you actually get to see Tiger Arena, which is one of the facilities that we have here at Savannah State. We also have the ROTC program. So we have the Army, we have the Navy, we have the Marine Corps, as well as the Coast Guard. So if you're interested in serving your country while getting a degree at the same time, you can be able to do that. There are scholarship opportunities that we provide for our students that are in the ROTC program. So you talk about scholarships, you have meal allowances, you may have housing stipends. So it runs the gamut. Now you still will have to select a major. And then once you select that major, then whatever branch you want to go into, you fulfill those requirements. And then when you graduate, you come out as an officer. So yes, you got a higher pay rank and you're at a higher pay grade. So I tell folks, have people pay you for what you know, not what you can physically do. Hands can fail you, but if you got it in your mind, nobody can take it from you. So if you want to serve our country in the armed forces, we support that. But I always tell students, get a degree while you're at it. So again, you come in as an officer. Now, talk a little bit about our admissions requirements. We are test optional for this fall semester. So if you have a 3.0 academic GPA, and that academic GPA is your academic classes, so that's English, math, science, social science, and foreign language. If you have a 3.0 in those classes, you can be admitted test optional. If you don't have the 3.0 GPA, then you definitely would need to meet the qualifying scores for the SAT and ACT that you see listed there. On the right-hand side is the curriculum. So again, 4 Englishes, 4 maths, 4 sciences, 3 social sciences, and 2 foreign language in the same sequence. So Spanish 1, Spanish 2, French 1, French 2. That is what we're talking about. A French 1 and a Spanish 1 won't count as your 2 foreign language sequences. And also look at the math credits, because I know in Florida we had a lot of students that get tripped up on those math credits. So you want to make sure you're taking an algebra, a geometry, an algebra 2, and then a higher form of math that's outside of an algebra 3. So mathematical modeling, college algebra can work. I've seen students who have an algebra 1A and then an algebra 1B. That won't count as your fourth math. So you need to make sure it's in that sequence: algebra, geometry, algebra 2, and then a math that's higher than algebra 2, algebra 3, statistics, something along those lines. Because again, from the state of Florida, we see a lot of students get caught up on those math sequences. You may have satisfy the requirements for high school, but you may not have required to admit the requirement for Savannah State. So you want to make sure that you have those math sequences. And then by chance, if you don't have that fourth math credit, but meet the math requirement in either the SAT or ACT test, then we can be able to waive that requirement based upon your test scores. So there's a couple of ways that we can be able to do it, but definitely make sure that you have those required high school curriculum, so that way you don't get tripped up. This is kind of give you some information on estimated costs. This is information in regards to in-state tuition, out-of-state tuition, freshman housing, and again, the 1-bedroom is going to be the most expensive. The 8-bedroom is going to be the least expensive. And then you also have to have a meal plan. Now, we got 3 levels of the meal plan. They have one that's 20 meals a week. And what that is there's 3 meals a day, Monday through Friday. With Saturday and Sunday, 2 meals. You have brunch and dinner. So then that's the highest of the meal plan. Then you can go down to, I think it's 15. And then the least of the 3 is the 10. So based upon what your eating preferences and what you're comfortable with, then that's kind of giving you some ideas of the estimated cost. This may change as the Board of Regents sets the tuition costs every year, and we haven't gotten the updated costs as of yet. That will probably be around April when we get that, but we at least want to give you that idea so that way you can see from a cost standpoint how much it will cost to attend the university. We also got financial aid. So as it was said before, it's going to open up in December. Now, the reason why it's opening up in December is because they're doing a major overhaul of financial aid. So for those of you all who know about the financial aid process, be it whether you did it on paper when I went to college or even online, there was a slew of questions that they were asking you in regards to your finances and other information to determine if you are eligible for financial aid. So now they're slimming that down and they're making it easy. So I think it was like over 100 questions that it was asked. I think they're narrowing it down to less than 50 questions. So that's why that financial aid information is not available right now on October 1st. They're saying December 1st, but some of the financial aid officers here said it may go into the end of December, the beginning of January. Now, the federal government does require that the FAFSA must open by January 1st. So it may be January 1st when you get it. But once it opens up, then you want to fill it out. It's going to be simpler. And they said from this new FAFSA application, there will be more students who may be eligible for Pell than may have not previously. So definitely be on the lookout for that and get that in as soon as possible. Our priority deadline for the FAFSA is February 12th. And then the regular deadline is normally April 1st, and that'd be April 1st of 2024. And of course, with the type of aid you can get, they'll determine what type of grants, loans. We have scholarship. We have institutional scholarships. Once you're admitted, you will get a link to our scholarship portal. And in that scholarship portal, which is called Scholarship Universe, you will see your GPA. And based upon your GPA, what institutional aid that you can be able to receive based upon that, as well as if you're interested in work study and student employment, we'll have that as well. As I transition off, I'll definitely make sure I drop some external links that you can be able to go out to and apply for various different scholarships. I tell students, especially if you're a senior and you have a 3.0 or higher GPA, there's no reason why your parents should have to take out any loans for your education if your GPA is a 3.0 or higher. If there's any parents on this call, I should saw a whole lot of thumbs up and a whole lot of thank yous and all of that. If your child has that high GPA, they should be able to apply for scholarships, and you should be applying for 30 to 40 scholarships a week if you're trying to get it all paid off, and you can be able to do that. We also offer the Board of State waiver for our students. So if you are in Tennessee, Alabama, Florida, South Carolina, and North Carolina, we also can give you the in-state tuition based upon that. We also accept Florida prepay. So if you have Florida prepay, Savannah State University will accept Florida prepay. We can get you with the bursar's office, and she can help you set up, if you have Florida prepay, how you can be able to use that to pay your students' tuition. And then I'm the one that handles the tuition classification. So once you are admitted, you have to be accepted first. Then you apply for that waiver, and then you can receive that waiver as long as you are continuously enrolled at the institution. This is information on how to apply to Savannah State University. You can go to Georgia Futures, which is our main platform, create an account. That application is in the college planning tab. We have Common App, but we're working through the process of getting Common App integrated with our banner and our slate system. So for it to be a little bit easier, I'll encourage you to go through Georgia Futures. We're waiving the application fee for the month of November, so you can go to Georgia Futures, apply to Savannah State, and don't have to pay the fee. You see the application deadline, though it says May 31st, you want to get your information in sooner. I share this with all my students. If you are a senior, by the end of December, or before you break for your Christmas holiday, you should already know where you're going. You should have released from an institution in December. If you have not started the application process by now, you are behind the 8 ball. I'm telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I know. I'm the director of admissions. Been doing this for 20 plus years. Get it in. So if you haven't heard from any of your school by December, definitely you are behind the 8 ball. Get that going. And by the time you graduate, you should already know how you're paying for school. So by December, you should already heard back from the institution, and you should know where you're going. And by graduation, you should already know how to pay for it. We send out email communication every 2 to 3 days. Use your personal, professional email address. I know a lot of folks use a school email address, but if you graduate, that email may be deactivated. So use a professional personal email address. And I say professional email address because I've seen all kinds of emails. Please, please, please use a professional. Hot Mama 68 or
Knocking Boots
Big Man
27.
27. Yeah, that's not what you want to put on a college application, nor do you want a college emailing you to that address. So that's good for your friends, but create a professional email address to send to the college. And then this is our information for the Office of Admissions. That's our number, and that's our main email address. We normally try to get to those email addresses at least in 24 or 48 hours after receiving them. So if you have any questions after today, you can send that email there. I also will drop my email address in there as well. So that way you can be able to email me if you want to email me directly. And these are our various different social media handles. So we got Facebook, we have Twitter, X, because it's X now, as well as Instagram. So if you have any questions, definitely let us know. It has been a pleasure to be with you these couple of minutes to share with you the institution that I know I hold near and dear to my heart as not only the director of admissions, but as an alum of this institution. Whether you go to any one of the institutions that is going to be presented today, we just want you to go. They want you to be a good representation of your family and of us. And here at Savannah State University, our mantra here is you can get anywhere from here. And we believe you can get anywhere from here at Savannah State. So glad to be here with you. Definitely hope that you consider Savannah State University as a school of your choice. And then again, hope to see you on our campus.
Amazing information. Thank you so much. I just texted my daughter and said he said 30 to 40 scholarships a week. Get on it. So I think that is amazing, amazing information. Some of the questions in the chat, individuals were, where do we find the information about scholarships? Guys, I posted the latest scholarship bulletin in the chat for you. OCPS provides a scholarship bulletin to every high school student every single month. And if you didn't know this, we have a full-time college and career counselor that's different from your child's normal guidance counselor at every single high school. So if your child has not told you about this human, we can talk about it at the end, but that is a huge benefit that a lot of other school districts do not offer. I am passing the floor over to Mr. DeJust from Bethune-Cookman. I've made him a presenter so that he can share his screen. And if you need me to share for you, please let me know. But I did also put that information in the chat for all of our parents to see the website where the scholarship is posted, as well as the bulletin. I encourage you all to stick around. We are going to share some more information about upcoming admissions panels right after his presentation, and we will get rolling.
All right, good evening and happy Wednesday Eve to all of you. My name is Billy the Just. And lastly here, hopefully we'll make this very nice and exciting. I know you guys have been listening for quite a bit, so thank you for your patience. And thank you for those of you who are still here with us. Greetings from our entire Wildcat family, our president, our cabinet members, our faculty, staff, and of course, our phenomenal Wildcat family. We want to say happy Tuesday to you. Hope you guys were here with us. We are in the beautiful city of Daytona Beach, Florida, simply just 2 miles away from the beach, 45 miles away from Walt Disney World. So a very, very appealing location to our students with no out-of-state tuition. So I want to make sure I share some good information with you today to make sure you guys are getting as much detail to close out this evening and roll out here with our next presentation.
Make sure when you click on share that you click share audio as well. It's a box at the top in case you mentioned you had some audio in your presentation.
Okay, let me make sure I got that here. Thank you for the reminder. Are you able to hear that?
I do not right now.
Okay, let me stop sharing. Then I'll jump over to the side. I didn't get the audio option, but I'll go ahead and make sure we get that X screen. Let's see. I didn't see the button for the audio piece. You're on mute. You're on mute.
I can share the video that you sent if that would help.
Okay, yes, please do. Please do. That's fine. Thank you.
Not a problem.
I just sent you the previous one as well.
Sure thing. Give me just 1 second. All right, here we go.
Bethune-Cookman, of course, our phenomenal founder, Dr. Mary McLeod Bethune.
What if there was a place that had a sense of belonging and was birthed out of the needs of others? What if its humble beginnings inspired change and cooperation? What if after generations it supplied the safety and nurturing to help change the human condition? What if those that visited and partnered with this place were inspired to go on and do amazing things? What if you entered to learn and departed to serve all over the world? That place exists. Come find your place in it. Bethune-Cookman University.
All right, awesome. The acronyms you see, you can pause for me right here for a quick second. It gives you an idea. If you go back just the slide for me, it gives you an idea of our acronym first that we use here for our student. Oops, didn't have to go that far back. There we go. It gives you the acronym here that every student, faculty, and staff is encouraged to get familiar with. So coming in as an incoming freshman, you're going to hear the acronym first being mentioned quite a bit. All right. F stands for faith. Of course, the faith that Dr. Bethune started this college with, $1.50, faith in God, and 5 little girls is where this dream began. Of course, now we are where we are at this point due to this phenomenal woman and her vision of what she had, of course, for educating young students. Integrity, of course, is always part of the big factor. Here's what we preach here on our campus: respect, service, and a thirst for knowledge. So that is those are the principles we live by as students coming in, and we want them to carry that with them after graduation to become great citizens in society and also be successful in their career fields as well. So the vision is there to academic, a diverse committee of students, and of course you can see the verbiage they can follow up on our website as well. So next slide for me, please. Go right over and play. It'll go right into our top 5 programs. We highlight our top 5 or 6 programs. These are the programs that are exceeding at a very high level, nursing being at the very top, which has a 94% passing rate and success rate for students. We admit roughly about 100 to 120 students, a very limited amount. Given that we are a private institution, but Bethune-Cookman, we are not looking to grow beyond that 4,000 range. Our goal is to remain within a reasonable range where our classroom sizes can remain between 25 and 30. We have a 15-to-1 student to faculty ratio currently at the moment. And programs like nursing do a phenomenal job of preparing our student. Over the last 6 years, every graduating senior class from the nursing program, every senior has a job locked in by January 15th of that senior year. With companies coming down to knock down your door to hire these guys, they are one of the best prepared students of this out of this program. Of course, ranked top 10 in the nation, currently ranked number 1 of all HBCUs for nursing. If you have not followed up on that, please do so and do some research there. Of course, education always there as well. Business, music, STEM. Music, very important update for us. Our newest major we've just launched this past year is our music recording technology. Music has always been a top 5 performing program for us. Now this new layer brings another layer of excitement to our students because we now have our own studio on campus. So for students who are interested in writing music, producing music, we have now had the studio. We've hired the professors and experts to teach those students and getting preparation for that as well. So they can also leave out with an album, right? For those who are looking to be interested, we also have our own record label with BCU Records. Their students are able to now produce and write music while they are here with us and get that experience finalized and have that album created. We can help them promote the music by sending it out to BET and MTV, etc., making sure they're getting that exposure. You know, I joke with my students quite often. I tell them the next Rihanna and Drake is going to come out of this campus for sure. We want to highlight those talents and make sure they're getting that extra layer of opportunities, not just getting a degree, but also leaving out with something else as well. We've added 2 new certificate programs now in real estate as well as entrepreneurship. Our goal is, and our value moving forward, is to add more value proposition to the college experience, not just getting a degree, but also leaving with something else as well. Right? Our president is adamant about that. No matter what you're studying, whether it be business, nursing, education, engineering, students should also leave out certified as an entrepreneur or as a real estate agent. That gives you a layer, another piece you can use, another tool in your belt that you can use part-time if you wish to have planning down the line, where if you do want to start your own business 5 or 10 years after graduation, what does that look like? What do I do to get started? What are some of the tools and skills I need to pick up now to prepare myself for that opportunity down the road? So again, very intentional to make sure you guys are getting that in-front experience. When you arrive as a freshman, you will meet your career specialist, which will help you draft the plan for what it looks like. What major are you going to go into? What partnership do we have with companies? So you can be aware of that ahead of time. As you follow the game plan, everything flows into place. If you follow the playbook, 16 times 8 equals graduate for us. 16 credit hours, top 8 semesters. You follow the plan, you'll have your internship in time, you'll graduate on time with the least amount of debt as possible. So we'll go over the price point for you at the very end. Next slide, please.
We are Bethune-Cookman University, your next generation of doctors, lawyers, and educators. Every day we walk these halls to learn skills, have experiences, and make connections and friends that will last us a lifetime. We are our student athletes, playing hard and studying even harder to succeed not only at the sports that we love, but in the classroom that we sit in every day. We are our musicians and entertainers, whether we march on the field or dance on the stage. We are our Greek life, bringing fellowship and unity to the young men and women of this campus by instilling lifelong values in them. Bethune-Cookman University, investing in the human soul to create diamonds in the rough.
All right. And of course, these phenomenal production videos you guys are seeing are created by our student ambassadors, right? We have students in part of our MassCom program, video production, TV production. We have our own TV and radio station here on our campus. If you guys ever drive down to Daytona, you are able to turn into the local radio station and hear our actual students. They're the actual DJs that are actually running the actual radio station. They're getting the first-hand experience. They partner with Cox Media Group, of course, for internship, as well as the Orlando Magic basketball team. The media team also assists with internship opportunities for our students, so they're getting that experience, build a portfolio to make sure they are ready to roll once they graduate. All the nerves are out. You've done it for a full year. Now they're ready to roll and jump right into that experience. All right, next slide, please. All right, Division I NCAA athletics. We do have men and women's sports. They're all Division I program for NCAA. Very popular right now with this new transfer portal and NIL deal. Opportunities are abound for athletics. So again, if you're an athlete, best thing I would recommend is visit our website, bcuathletics.com. The QR code is right there for you. You'll be able to connect directly with the coaches and players if you're looking to submit any highlight reels. Coaches are looking for videos, right? Everyone says they're phenomenal. Mr. DeJust, I'm really good. My baby is really good. I believe you, Mom. I believe you, Dad. But you don't have to convince me. You must convince the coach. So my best advice and recommendation is to connect. The coach's contact phone number, email, and Twitter is available on that website. So you are able to submit those highlight reels to their attention to make sure they have the information they're looking for. If they are impressed, they'll do a follow-up to schedule time for an audition for you as well. All right, so make sure you follow up on that. All D1 programs, we won several titles last year. Track and field, of course, we have tennis, we have golf, did very well there. Baseball and softball, we lost to Florida A&M in a championship game, a great outcome in Atlanta. We're the 2 teams now that has left the MEAC, and we are now in the SWAC conference. and we made the championship as the 2 new kids on the block. So kudos for our SWAC teammates, and I'm very happy to be part of the SWAC family here moving forward. So please follow us. We have a great football game coming up this weekend, the largest HBCU football game in the state of Florida between Florida A&M, the largest public HBCU, and Bethune-Cookman, the largest private HBCU here in the state. Next slide, please. All right, there we go. Our requirements are right there. We target students with a 2.8 grade point average or higher. That would be the regular acceptance GPA that we look for to get you started in the fall without having to go through any regular additional processes to get through the process. If you didn't get accepted through the immersion program, which you can see right below is a 2.5 or higher, because we're a Division I program, many of our athletes, we have to work with some of these guys who may be transferring in. So 2.5 is the minimum, the cutoff line for us. Coming in with a 2.5, between a 2.5 and a 2.7, you'll have a few steps to complete during the fall semester as far as attending the certain tutoring sessions, advising sessions to make sure you're getting acclimated to your program and to make sure you guys are getting off to a great start for that first year in college. Our goal at BCU is very clear. We want every freshman to achieve a 3.5 or higher once they arrive here. Right? No matter if you have a 2.5, a 3.0, a 3.5, at the very minimum, the goal is to make sure we provide all the tools and resources you need to achieve a 3.5 or higher as a freshman, which will put you in great position to earn additional scholarships year 2, 3, and 4 based on that college GPA. Right? But Bethune-Cookman is now test optional. We no longer require the SAT or the ACT as part of the review to be admitted or to be considered for an academic scholarship. If you have a 2.8 or higher, at that point, you are already eligible for at least $2,000 or higher, right? The higher that GPA is, of course, the more funds you'll be eligible for, and you do need a 3.9 or higher to be eligible for, to be considered for our presidential scholarship, which covers all costs for you, tuition, room, and board, and we'll show you the breakdown of what that looks like as well shortly. So again, 2.8, once you apply online, there's no fee to apply at Bethune-Cookman. Once you apply, you upload a copy of your transcript. You can use the unofficial version of your transcript. You'll receive a 48-hour turnaround with your decision, and now you have time with the play. The communication is in place for you to follow up based on the next steps of what would be required to enroll, to reserve your room, select your roommate, etc. You have all these options as well. This gives you a quick profile of this past year's class and the average GPA for freshmen coming in this past fall semester in 2023. As we continue to get to that 3.5 mark, our goal is to get to a 3.5 as an average for the campus here by the fall of 2024. So we did increase our GPA requirements the last few years to make sure we're, getting some better quality students who may need that help, of course, to make sure they're achieving quickly, get in and out with the minimal amount of loans to get that happen. This new school year, over 300 of our new freshmen did follow those recommendations. We sent them the links to apply, not only for our scholarships, but for external scholarships. Over 300 of our new freshmen received credit balances, meaning they had credits left on their account, meaning refund checks with money back in your pocket, which is what I'm always targeting, is trying to find as many resources as possible to make sure they have access to those dollars and take advantage. UNCF itself, over $1.2 million this past year that just went unclaimed, meaning students did not apply for those dollars, right? Nationwide, over $2 billion went unclaimed in academic scholarships, simply because students are just not applying. So we are now finding creative ways to get the word out. We're not just calling you, we're going to email, we're going to text, and we're also going to share it on social media to make sure wherever you are, you're going to see the information, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Instagram or X, we are sharing the information so you can capture it and take advantage of so many opportunities out there, so mom won't have to pay out of pocket or take a parent loan. Or example, we want to save those dollars for your investment after college. So making sure you apply early. December 1st is our priority deadline. If you have not applied, if you're a senior, the application is free. There is no longer a fee to apply. Our goal is to eliminate hurdles. We no longer require an essay any longer. We no longer require a recommendation. We are now requesting a copy of a resume, which is now I think it's more appropriate for this generation. We've been using the essay and recommendation now for quite some time, over 50 years. We wanted to modernize the process and make it more current for this generation as opposed to what we've done the last 50 years, right? So we want to make the college application process fun and exciting, eliminate hurdles, and make it stress-free for the parents and students so they can have options. As my colleagues have mentioned, you should be applying and getting admitted to at least between 3 and 5 colleges by Christmas. So you can have option A, B, and C lined up for you. You've met deadlines. So if plan A doesn't quite work out for you, you have already been accepted into plan B and plan C. And just an easier follow-up. You've done your part. You did the early action, which helps with scholarship considerations as well as placement for certain classes and dorm options. Those help. The sooner you apply, the higher your chances are of getting those options as well. All right, next slide, please. All right, dollars, dollars, dollars. Of course, scholarships, scholarships. One thing we've also eliminated to help with the stress we talked about, you no longer have to apply for one of our academic scholarships from admissions. To us, it's a given. It's a given. Once you apply to the college, you are already, in our mind, applying and interested in academic scholarship consideration. For us, there's no need for you to complete a separate application to do so. Once you apply, we have your transcript, we have all the necessary documents. Whatever scholarship you are eligible for, you will receive that offer automatically. It will come between the Christmas break before February 1st. So if you've applied, you've been accepted, that scholarship offer will come right on time for the holidays. Before you can say Merry Christmas to mom, we want to make sure you have that offer sent. We're going to mail it out to you. So mom hopefully will go out, be forced to say, hey, I've got to get my baby a few more presents to put under the tree after this great offer. So it's very intentional to make sure you're getting it right on time when you're home. Everybody's singing the Christmas carols, happy jingle bells, bing, bing, ding, the door just bell, package in the mail. $15,000 just came in the mail per year for my students. So we want to make sure you guys get those offers that you've worked hard to get, and you don't have to go complete a separate application to do so. And similar to my colleagues, you are able to combine those scholarships. I mentioned Division I athletics. You can combine academic offer with the athletic scholarship, or with music, marching band, orchestra, theater, dance, ROTC. You are able to combine those dollars to get to the magic number of $25,000 a year, which is the total cost per year for tuition, room and board. One of the more affordable private colleges for sure out there. And we just happen to be 2 miles away from the beaches and 45 minutes away from Walt Disney World. Very, very attractive location. Next step, please. And of course, our FAFSA code is there for you. Again, once you add Bethune to the FAFSA, that gives us the go-ahead to go ahead and create that financial aid package award letter to be sent out to you as well. Once you get that done, that's all you have to do. Apply, transcript, add us to your FAFSA, and the rest is taken care of for you. Student support services are also available. We offer 24-hour tutoring 7 days a week to all students. In other words, you're on your laptop, 2 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday night, you're bored, you didn't do anything that night. Hey, jump on your laptop, do some work. You need some help. Someone pops up on the screen ready to help you, right? These are all paid services that are at your fingertip 24/7, 7 days a week to take full advantage as a freshman, making sure you're getting those A's and B's early, right? As the classes get more challenging, as a junior and senior, you've built yourself a nice grade point average of a 3.5, 3.7. So if you struggle a bit as a junior, you can still maintain that 3.4, 3.5 or higher and graduate with honors and have increase your chances of earning opportunities for graduate school with the entrance rate as well. So this is all intentional to make sure we're providing those services for you as well as you move forward. And as we move on to the next slide, this is the QR code. If you want to lock it in, if you're a senior, junior, make sure you lock in that QR code to apply. You can also create your account, which gives you access to your own platform whenever you're ready to go back and make adjustments, update transcripts. We'll continue to update your transcripts all the way through graduation. What does that mean? I have a 3.5 today. By the time you graduate, okay, you got a 3.8. You may be able to earn additional dollars, right, with that increased grade point average after graduation. You can upload the unofficial transcript for decision. We won't need the official transcript until after graduation. So you don't have to pay multiple times to get your transcript. So get your unofficial in for a decision. We'll ask for the official after graduation, along with any dual enrollment credits you might have. We'll ask for those around April, May, so you can just submit it at one time. Our academic advising team will have that schedule created for you. You could be done with the entire process by July 1st, meaning you have your classroom assignment, you select as your roommate, you have your picture ID will be mailed to you. If you send us your headshot, we send everything to you ahead of time. So before you can have your Independence Day, July 4th, everything is now completed. You now have a full month of getting your mind prepared for this transition of moving away from home, joining us here on campus. Our freshman class arrives here 7 to 8 days prior to everyone else, intentionally to make sure you guys are feeling comfortable with the campus, getting to know the facilities, meet our team leaders before the upperclassmen return. Freshmen will be here for an entire week to know where you are so you're not lost on the first day of class. So we're looking forward to welcoming you here at BCU to join this excitement here happening on our campus. And I look forward to sharing any information you might need as well about BCU as well. With any questions you might have, I have my email jotted down for you as well. Feel free to reach out. Our campus tours are open Monday through Friday. We have a 10 a.m. tour and a 2 p.m. tour daily. We also have some phenomenal spring tours planned as well in the spring, which will be combined with basketball games, etc. So you can enjoy the entire experience as you get ready to make your decisions for May 1st.
Thank you so much. That was wonderful to hear all of the different options that we have for our students. I am going to first thank everybody for all of their contributions today. I know it has been in a long couple hours, but I think our families have learned a tremendous amount tonight, and I just want to say thank you to everybody. There has been a lot of questions about these admissions panels and how this kind of works for us as a district, and how you can find out some of the content that you heard tonight. So I wanted to just share that with you briefly. We do have admissions panels coming up. We have on the 30th, there's another one for Valencia College Accelerated Skills Training. On December 5th is Private Colleges and Universities of Florida. On December 12th is Paying for College and Financial Aid Night and Enrolling at Valencia College. So how do you find out about these as parents? Please watch your email and SMS text message reminders just like you did tonight. And then later on in the spring, March 5th, there's a separate one on Bright Futures institutions and military institutions and Hispanic serving institutions. So you heard me mention that each and every one of our schools has a college and career center and a college and career specialist. And so if you are feeling alone on this journey, I've been through it twice as a mom of 4, I totally get it. I want you to know that whether or not your children have told you this, there is somebody on campus to help you, and you can reach out to them. So I encourage you to take a picture of this screen. The names of the college and career specialists for every single high school are listed, and their email addresses are just their first dot last name at ocps.net. A college and career specialist can help them with the college selection, the FAFSA, scholarship opportunities, the SAT, the ACT, all of the things. And they are there full-time every day during the school year, and your student can stop by or make an appointment to work with them. With that said, I would like to invite anyone to ask any last minute questions that they have in the chat. I know there has been so many wonderful questions asked throughout the evening. You will get a copy of all of those questions for everybody. And then I would invite you to share your feedback about tonight with us. And I will also put a link to this inside of the chat for you. College counselors, before we end the evening, I will give you just one last opportunity to unmute your mic and say goodbye to everybody, and just share one last thing you'd like them to remember about your university. And I'm just going to go in the order that I see everybody on their screen. So I'm going to start with Brian.
Again, thank you for this opportunity to come. If you want an excellent education in downtown near Savannah, out on the water and the beach, and have that HBCU experience, because there's nothing like an HBCU experience, especially during homecoming, then definitely come on down to Savannah State University. We would love to have you again. Here at Savannah State, you can get anywhere from here.
Thank you so much for that. Okay, now I'm going to turn it over to Chloe from FAMU.
Thank you for having me. I am so happy to be here, especially to give back to OCPS, where I graduated from. I would say definitely take the opportunity, well, take the advantage of all of these opportunities because I graduated in 2018, which wasn't too long ago from Ocoee High School, and we didn't have opportunities like this. I didn't even know what an HBCU was. I can say the best thing that I ever did for myself was to come to FAMU. Literally, the opportunities are endless. You can end up anywhere in the world. FAMU has my heart, my soul. Anybody you know that graduated from FAMU, you know that if you cut them, they bleed orange and green, literally. So I hope you guys apply. I hope you choose FAMU. Best thing you can do for yourself is leave your hometown and go to a college in a different city. I promise you it is. Life in the world is so much bigger than just Orlando. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. Thank you. I'm going to invite Derek from Talladega to come to the stage and share his last thoughts. Okay. Ayana.
Thank you guys again for having Albany State here representing tonight. Like I mentioned, we are one of the most inexpensive universities to attend in the state of Georgia, as well as we do accept border state in-state tuition fees for our Florida State students, as well as our application is currently free for the month of November. So if you're interested in applying, you're not losing anything by applying. It's free. So go ahead and put the application in. And if you have any questions, I did leave my email in the chat. So you can email me or at the admissions email, and we'll answer regardless. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Now, Wendell.
All right. First, I want to say thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to speak with you on behalf of Jackson State and giving you hopefully some good information that helps you with the college selection process. And just like Miss Milano, I have a senior this year, and she's playing a basketball game right now. And I've been watching, and she's having like the game. It would be the game that Dad is missing, but I was sitting here kind of multitasking and watching. But she's having a good one. So for all of you guys, just know college will be the time of your life. Make sure that you take this opportunity seriously. Check those emails. I'm sure for all of my admissions counselors, directors, and things on, we will tell you checking those emails are going to be super important. We're not going to hold your hand through this. We're going to guide you through it. But taking the responsibility to be responsible and check those emails is going to be super important. So if Jackson State has something that you like and you want to come on over to Mississippi and here in Jackson, then reach out to me. We can make sure and get you in the door. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And now, Billy, want to leave us with some parting words?
Absolutely. Again, very happy to have spent some time with you guys. Would love to have you here in Daytona Beach to be part of our family. That word family, you will hear quite often at Bethune-Cookman. We truly are a family. You will meet some of your advisors and teachers. They will feel like your second uncles and aunties on campus. They will come knock on your dorm room to wake you up for class if they have to. They will borderline harass you to succeed here. So that is something we take pride in to make sure not only you graduate, but before you cross that stage, our goal is to make sure you have that employment locked in, or we've helped you get into grad school. Something we take pride in making sure we do before you leave us here at BCU, so you feel like you got a great return on your investment. That's why we like to stay within our range at 4,000-ish, so we can have that one-on-one time with each student, help them with their resumes to get that employment before graduating or to get into grad school. Every Wednesday, dress professional attire is required, so come visit us. Look forward to welcoming you here in the beach. And we have great partnerships with our hotels on the beach as well. We'll set you up pretty nicely, get a discounted rate to visit us on campus, schedule a tour. Look forward to seeing you. Pell Wildcats.
Thank you so much, everybody, for being here this evening. You were a wonderful audience. Let's give our admissions counselors a round of applause. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much, Wendell, for taking time away from your daughter's basketball game. I very much understand that as well. My first grader is probably still up on the couch waiting for me to put her down. So everybody have a wonderful night. We will send out a copy of all of the materials and the recording to all of the families and students who participated this evening. as well as the school codes and the admissions representative information for everyone here tonight. Please check out parentacademy.ocps.net and watch your emails and text messages for upcoming admissions counselor panels. Have a wonderful night, everybody. Thank you. Goodbye.